For Brick Commentary Central, you're listening to the BCC Podcast.
It is Monday, January 10th of 2022, and you're listening to, I believe, the first episode of 2022 for the BCC Podcast. Also episode 291, if I got that right.
I think so.
I'm LQ. Joining me today is Maluris.
I sound awful because I feel awful.
You always sound
exactly
congested.
That's okay.
No one would have noticed if you didn't say anything.
It wouldn't be the same if I didn't say it.
Also, Orion.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Wonderful. And Ford.
What is
Happy
wonderful? It's a new
Monday
year.
all around.
Wonderful New Year.
And good evening.
Yep, so how's 2022 been?
I've
Busy.
been sick.
Honestly, I feel like since October of 2019, we've been living in the same year.
Yeah.
Maybe
been
it's just
a
a
bad
testament
year.
that the only thing that really changes are the seasons.
No, normally they do change. It's just people keep going on the same thing since COVID happened.
Yeah.
It's getting better. People are a bit less stupid. I might have.
Yeah.
I've been.
Or maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe.
You can get it multiple times. There's no way of knowing if you've gotten it, or you could have
I've
gotten a
noticed
strain
that-
of
I
it.
have to send you this video of I think it's a guy, whoever was running like how do you pronounce it? Pfizer, thank you. Like originally when he was talking about vaccines, he's like, we're looking at a 90% success rate with the vaccine, everything's looking good, yada yada. And then just recently there's footage of him going, even with two of the vaccine shots, we're looking to little to no effectiveness with them. And he goes on about, we're developing this new one which will cover Omicron or whatever. It's like
You just said something. If YouTube was paying attention, we'd be banned.
well, it's on YouTube.
I really
send
hope
you
my
a link.
employers aren't listening.
I'll send you a link.
I mean,
Well, they said it. It's fine. They
no,
said
that
it.
you can't quote them. Actually, if you
Oh, you
quote
can't?
like all of these institutions and stuff, you will get banned from YouTube.
Oh, well, I mean, I am agreeing with what he's saying. Right?
No,
now.
yeah.
Like,
Even
I
if you
agree.
agree with what they're
saying.
saying, you will get banned. I'm
No,
serious.
I can't even agree.
No, you can't. You're not allowed to
agree
quote
with them.
anyone. You can't say anything except if you get
Wait.
COVID, you might die. You're allowed to say that.
I can't remember where I got that from.
Actually, no,
The
you can't say
source-
that because that doesn't sound serious
The
enough.
source,
You will
it
die.
came to me in a dream.
But no, yeah,
Oh,
you
let me
can't.
send that to
Even
you,
if it's
though.
said by
Yeah.
all of these agencies.
It's great though. All you have to do is just take, like, you don't have to say anything. You just take a video clip of people from 2 years ago and put it next to what they're saying now. And it's like,
Oh yeah, people have gotten banned for doing that.
that's great, man.
You're
Wow.
literally. I don't care if this is political.
Well, no,
and
I
some
don't,
peop-
like, you're telling me this, like, one, I don't know this, and two, like, I care about this, and both are wrong.
But no, it is. I'm serious that like YouTubers that are much bigger than us have gotten taken down midstream for saying what you just said. That's how far it's gone, and seriously, anyone should be worried about that. Doesn't matter what you think about the situation.
Trying to find it. Maybe it did get taken down.
Speaking
Oh, there it is.
of which, in case that ever does happen, I've been slowly uploading BCC videos to Rumble. This podcast will actually be our first one to premiere on Rumble.
All right.
Yeah.
Still iffy on the name of the site, but whatever.
I feel like you're iffy on the name of any new service we use.
No, like, most are okay. Rumble just seems kind of weird. I guess it's like, it's more on the nose. Like, we're shaking.
If you
it
think
up.
about it,
We're
YouTube
rumbling
is a
the-
weird name for the site because it's based off of Tube, a type of monitor that no one uses anymore.
You mean
No.
like a TV?
Yeah.
No, I like the idea because tubes now, it's just like, if you shoot something down a tube and it shows up on someone else's end. So it's
That's not at all what it's supposed to
No,
be.
that's not what it means.
YouTube's logo is still a CRT.
Yeah, I know, but now it's like recontextualized. I mean,
for you, but you're probably the first one ever to think of it like that.
Well, no, there's like the whole big meme where like the guy, he says the internet is a series of tubes, but he didn't like mean it like that. But then everyone's like, oh, that's pretty
not
stupid.
what it means.
No, I know it's not what technically.
I don't think anyone's applied to YouTube is the thing, is what I'm talking about.
The biggest oxymoron with YouTube is the word "you" in it, because it's clearly not for you.
Yeah, that is the biggest discrepancy.
Yeah. That's true. Also, that's also one of the reasons I put our videos up on Rumble. We actually make 60% of the ad revenue on every video that's on Rumble.
We get.
I thought it was more than that,
though.
If anyone watches our stuff, then yes.
What like? How do you even get ads? Is it just random, or
I don't know. I had some kind of think I really have not gotten many ads on Rumble.
Are there any other Lego podcasts on Rumble?
There are no other Lego podcasts on Rumble. There are other Lego channels, and what I like about it is they're like old YouTube style. It's people that are not it's not like total crap. You know, on YouTube you have like either complete crap or like really overproduced stuff. With Rumble,
they're not making content. They're just making stuff.
Yeah,
basically.
I
mean, they're definitely trying to they upload consistently, and some of them actually have some pretty good quality like thumbnails and stuff. But like the camera quality and the scripting and stuff, it feels like real people are making it.
You're telling me this might be like a TGV vessel situation where we end up being on top on one platform, but like doing nothing on the other.
Speaking of which, we need to link TTV this, because like if you use an affiliate link, right, sign up, the other person gets a bump on whatever profit
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I'm going to put our referral link for Rumble in the description for this
we're
episode.
Telling people this live though, they might get an idea.
Yeah.
Well, they can't create a referral link. They haven't joined yet.
How do you know?
Yeah.
They could.
If some random person gives LJ a link to Rumble and tells him to set up TTV there, more power to you. If some random person is making like 10% of TTV's earnings on Rumble, it's pretty funny.
No, Kevin is still the only guy that used the referral link I sent you all.
Who was?
Kevin.
Me.
Oh, did he set up a channel?
Yeah. I haven't put anything
on it. Are you posting any more secret stories on there? Come on. We need to, what's the story? We need to know.
I've thought long and hard about a way we can make Secret Story viable, and nothing has ever come to mind.
No, all you do is just
the thing
format it.
What I need to do is I need to write it and then throw it to someone else, because I can't do the voiceover part.
But the thing is, you wite in such a specific way. It's like when we were reading at the Christmas party. You write in such a way that only you can deliver what you write.
The problem is the voiceover, though. Like, I can't do it
just
to
look over it more ourselves.
No way. That dilutes the vision.
We can vet the script a bit.
Yeah, it's funny. There's the tone that Kevin writes with it, though.
Well, yeah, when he reads stuff he writes, it sounds like he's just talking to you, like he's not reading from anything.
Well, yeah, I get that.
It's very personable. You just need to reformat Secret Story to be like more conspiracy theory, like Alex Jones.
I had this huge production thing. Like, okay. I had this huge revival planned out, and it was like sort of written, and I'm still all for doing it. It's just I need a solid like mystery script behind it. Is the problem? Basically, I had this idea to make this really bizarre live action version of it. Like, the whole thing wouldn't be live action, just it would be a higher production value with some live action.
What I'm imagining this as, what I'm imagining this is the Nostalgia Critic, basically.
Yeah.
Not quite that,
but
no.
Guys, we're gonna finish the Nostalgia Critic trilogy or movies or whatever. I don't know.
It's just like I'm definitely down to do that still. It's just I just need to really like actually have a script for it. And it's like I thought I had a good. The thing is, you have to have a good Lego City set basically with it, and it's like, okay,
those don't exist.
It's not that there's not good Lego City sets. It's just you have to have a lot going on to support
There's
the
just too
script.
many Lego City sets with policemen in it, and there's only so many you know, police crime stuff that you.
Well,
can
he's
really...
saying they're not exciting, which means that Lego sets are boring now.
I agree.
Which is not entirely, wrong.
It's just one wave.
Yeah, that's what they said this in 2019.
But speaking of which, we're going to talk about the Harry Potter sets today. Also, I thought there were more Harry Potter sets until I actually started preparing them.
No, I think what they're doing, because the new movie's coming out, is they're splitting it up between that and the new movie. But we haven't heard... I don't even know if we've heard about any listings for the new movie sets.
I don't think there's really going to be many, because if I recall,
also,
Fantastic Beasts didn't sell much merchandise.
Why? Just explain this to me. Because I get why they're doing it for marketing reasons, but why do they keep calling it Fantastic Beasts when it has nothing to do with them?
I don't know. It also knows in the actual logo, Fantastic Beasts keeps getting smaller and smaller each installment.
Exactly. It's just like, stop it.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't just drop it at this point, because no one would care.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Secrets of Dumbledore,
did you see
or
the
whatever
trailer
the heck.
though?
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Regrettably, yeah.
The Secrets of Dumbledore, starring Mads Mikkelsen.
I love how it's just they didn't even do anything. It looks like Mads Mikkelsen just walked off the set of his last movie and he's just there.
Yeah.
The thing
already
is,
better than Johnny Depp though, but
he could have totally been made up to look exactly like Johnny Depp basically did in the movie. They just didn't want him to look like Johnny Depp, I guess.
Why ruin something that's already perfect?
I mean, I half like the idea of this sort of faceless evil guy who doesn't really have a discernible face because he keeps changing it.
Well, they should have just kept Colin Farrell.
That's what I don't get. It was why didn't they just bring back Colin Farrell?
He was great. So I don't know.
Well, I mean, now he's Penguin, so.
And you can't tell. Now, see, that's the opposite. Where it's like I didn't even know Colin Farrell was in the Batman.
So, is Colin Farrell the new Ewan McGregor, where you could just mold his face into anything?
Was that
not Ewan McGregor?
No, Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, that's it.
Oh,
I was like, I don't know.
Or you could just make him look like anything.
I love how he's incredibly Irish and stuff, but in the Batman, he's putting on this huge Tony Soprano thing. He's like, "Take it easy, sweetheart," like the way he talks.
Which is odd because there are versions of the Penguin that have Irish or English accents.
I think it's because they're getting Barry Keoghan, so Kevin's twin. They're getting him to play the Mad Hatter or something.
Oh,
Barry Keoghan is landing so many roles.
Because he's good. That's why. He's a little freak. That's
Mad Hatter has only been done well one other time, so we'll see.
I actually,
either Mad Hatter or Joker that he's doing.
I actually got the new Batmobile set that comes with the Penguin.
Oh,
it's
yes,
not bad. It's not
Batman.
bad. It's nice. But the Penguin, it's somehow it looks slightly more proper Colin Farrell than the actual guy does in the movie. I don't know why. Alright,
well, let's talk about this first Harry Potter set. This one was revealed a while ago, but we never talked about it. It's the trunk.
Oh, right.
Apparently this set has a lot of different options you can do with it. Here in this picture, it's set up as an ice cream thing. You get one of those new nice ice cream dish pieces, which I still do not have.
No. Not an ice cream thing.
I thought it wasn't.
What are you looking at?
The little table to the right by the croissant.
Hang on, I gotta get that picture up.
Oh,
you got it here.
Is it what?
Yes and no. Okay, yeah. So that's ice cream, and that piece is not new.
It's not new now, but it's newer, and I haven't gotten one yet.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you're willing to shell out this is like $60.
Yeah, $60, 603 pieces. It's just not all the pieces are shown in any of the shots.
I mean, it's not a bad deal.
It has a lot of minifigure parts too.
Yeah,
like all of the students are customizable, or Hermione.
It's literally like the student, like what, the student battle pack, basically.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to army build Harry Potter, and
Also, when's the last time we got a sorting hat?
last year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that special anymore.
You can also change the outside of the trunk to be whatever house you want. And all of them have a different pattern. You cannot. Oh yeah, that one shows like ugly with all of the houses at once, but you're supposed to do it in one of the colors and patterns. And it has a key piece, which apparently was in another set at some point. And I forget what it was. Was it Dots or Friends?
Maybe.
I think there's like a journal set. So that is actually like a locking key mechanism.
Yeah, I think it was Friends or something like that.
You know what's hilarious about Friends now is that they've removed the Friends from the line.
Huh.
Like they're not in the logo anymore. They're not in the box anymore because now they want this thing where they want like it not just to be all girls in the theme for some stupid reason.
That's really dumb.
So yeah, now it's like not about the actual like 5 or so original cast.
Mhm.
It's about it. It's not Lego Friends.
It's
a
just
sitcom,
kind of a
it's
brand
Lego
name, and
Friends.
it doesn't actually describe what's
It just
going on.
is the line with mini dolls.
So there's basically no context.
And
for
it's really
anything.
stupid they did that because the line sold very well with girls.
Yeah,
Huh,
just
I
people
think
creating problems where the solution was already
yeah.
there.
you're
It's their
taking
issue to
things
deal with.
away from women. This is terrible.
All right, but yeah,
That's
you can
girl
also
power.
you can like make the chest into all these different scenes. There's Harry Potter getting sorted.
So yeah, you get the Great Hall, or you can make one of the common rooms.
Harry Potter getting sorted.
So I guess that's cool.
Oh yeah, this picture is also the Great Hall, I guess.
So yeah, it's not a bad set. It's just like, to me, it looks a little small for the
Yeah,
amount
and
you're
that's
paying
because
for it.
again, you're not going to use all the parts at once.
And I get that, but like,
I know, I understand too. It's not
Yeah.
something I'd want. Then
I mean,
probably
might
better
get
for like a
that
kid that wants to
one.
play with it a lot, and would be actively swapping stuff
exactly.
out.
It's like
What the heck is Harry's bedroom doing down in the common room?
Harry was kicked out of his room.
It kind of reminds me of
This moves his bed down the spiral staircase.
They have magic. They can do that.
Harry sucks at magic.
One of the
He doesn't
teachers
even
did
do
it.
magic until like an hour into the second movie.
Even then, Harry knows like a total of 4 spells.
Yeah, that's all he learned.
At the
all I
And
learned
3
in
of them
school.
aren't
Remember,
forbidden,
Harry is a high
and he
school
doesn't use
dropout.
them.
Yeah.
Isn't it a plot point that Harry just doesn't study enough in Hogwarts?
Well,
Yeah.
Yes,
it was
and-
always kind of like Harry is supposed to be a jock.
Kind of.
He doesn't look like a jock at all.
Well, all
Well,
he cares about
he's
is
a
playing
mad
Quidditch.
Jock.
They should have gotten like someone more jockish to play Harry Potter.
Well, no, he's not
now.
supposed to look any different. That's exactly how he looks in the book.
He's
Yeah, I
supposed to
know.
be all stringy.
Yeah, but it's like a weird paradox though. It's like
They
not a
should
jock
have had
at all.
like jacked up Robert Pattinson play Harry Potter.
But
They should have like Henry Cavill play Harry Potter.
yeah, Ryan, a jock doesn't always mean muscular, anyways.
Not muscular.
No.
I
There
just
can be
mean
like he's like
in the
a tennis
face.
jock.
But like
So,
slightly
no,
more built.
Like a tennis jock would look like what's his face? The guy who plays Superman. In
Okay, a
Smallville
golf
or
jock.
something. There's no such thing as a jock who plays golf.
There
They're
is.
just nerds or
Tiger
losers.
Woods.
Is he cheated on his wife, by the way,
Several times.
several times. O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, that's not a good comparison.
Actually,
Just saying.
O.J. Simpson's out of jail. They should have had him play.
Is he out of
Grindelwald.
jail?
Yeah, he's been out of jail for like 3
Jail for,
years
like-
now.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it, because then I just watch a bunch
He
of
has
old Norm
Twitter
Macdonald
account. I follow
skits.
him. He's on Twitter.
You would follow him on Twitter.
Everyone on Twitter is like, you have to respect that he's still keeping the bit up even to this day that he didn't kill his
See, that's
wife.
Harry Potter.
That's Harry Potter. They should have O.J. Simpson play Harry.
But no, like, it's the jock in the sense where Harry just gets through school by being on the sports team and getting special treatment.
Pretty much.
No wonder Malfoy's mad at him.
Look, he knows the headmaster. He's fine.
Well, yeah, think about Malfoy has a valid point the entire time. Remember the end of the first movie where Dumbledore literally just shows favoritism to Harry so that all the hard work of the Slytherins goes to waste?
His father will hear about
Also,
this.
I don't understand what the deal with Slytherin is. It's like they're like outwardly just evil. Like that's
In the
just-
movies, it's not as much like that in the books.
I mean, I never understood that in the movies.
In the
It's
books,
like,
they don't
here's
send all the
good
Slytherins to the
guys.
dungeon.
Yeah, it's just like
I don't know. They're pretty evil.
I mean, yeah, and he's right. In the book, they're not all bad.
okay.
Like, that was actually, like, a big point of the book, like, especially the last book, was that not all the Slytherins are bad, and the movie kind of tries to say that.
And
but
like,
it-
yeah, because like they show that like Malfoy does eventually do something good. Like he doesn't reveal that Harry is at the mansion when they get captured and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
like, the Malfoys
he has a
actually
change of heart.
aren't the bad guys in the last book at all.
Sure.
They
Yeah.
want out at that point
They kind of redeem themselves a bit.
by running away.
Well,
Hey, just like Harry.
they do a lot
Potter.
more than run away.
Honestly,
I mean,
Harry Potter was a lot cooler as a kid than he was when he got older. Like he took on the basilisk, he did all this like cool stuff as a kid, and then the older he gets, the more cowardly.
Just like us.
You want to talk about COVID again?
Just
I'll
like
do
you,
it.
Orion.
Right?
What?
Think of all the cool stuff you did in your youth.
No, it was only cool if you looked at it from a certain point of view.
Same with Harry. Kid kills a snake.
That's
Big.
cool.
With
That's
an
just
with an
snake.
S word.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've got a few more sets
But
here.
yeah, I like the set. It, just on the face of it, it reminds me of the briefcase from Fantastic Beasts, and that was a good set. So it's like something that a kid could just like carry around and have something to play with, like in a car or something like that.
Mhm.
I would have loved this as a kid.
Now, I've got two more of the books this year. First one
Yes!
we've got is The Defense Against the Dark Arts, featuring Moody.
Now, is it Moody or Barty Crouch Jr.?
Yes.
I don't
Is
know,
it-
does this one have the double-sided head?
That's what I'm asking.
From
Is it
what
David
I've
Tennant,
heard,
or
it
is it
does.
Donald?
yeah.
Yep,
it's-
okay, yep, nope, it confirmed.
David
I found a
Tennant.
picture. It is indeed David Tennant. That's actually like a really good David Tennant face.
Yeah,
It's-
that is pretty dang good.
Here.
And
I
he's
haven't
got
seen
his
that
tongue
picture
out
yet.
too. It's like,
Here are the pictures.
It's
that-
like-
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Finally,
that-
my 10th Doctor collection is
Why he's
complete.
violent with the tongue.
Hang on, I gotta get my the original minifig out.
Yeah,
Why
I
is
wanted.
this
I was trying to look up a
children?
picture of the original Moody.
Yeah, does it have a
Uh,
tongue in the original?
Yes, it's actually the tongue is
Oh boy, remember the original Moody?
Yeah.
yeah, the original one is so wrong.
Orion, I don't know if you'll remember this.
Oh,
Oh
no, I
man.
don't, but that's
They put the leg on the wrong side.
what
Ah! That is annoying.
well, why did fake leg in this one?
Why did what?
And in this one, he doesn't have. He just has a silver part. on
Because
his
the
foot.
leg looks more like a foot than the peg leg piece does.
Okay.
Especially because it's always covered in a cloak.
So like the new face is pretty close to the one from the CMF. The face for Moody is pretty much the same except for like the mouth is a little different. And then the tongue is a lot more pronounced on the CMF than it is here. But overall, I think it is a pretty good...
I like the colors better in the newer one. I don't recall Moody wearing blue.
I don't know. I like that it's a little bit more vibrant. I think he was wearing more blue in his entrance, like when he's in the rain and all that.
So,
but I can't really remember.
I'm looking it up. Nothing really comes across as blue.
I mean, personally, I kind of prefer the blue. It just it stands out a little bit more.
I don't know. Something feels wrong.
The brown's
Hey,
fine.
look. There's the blue.
Though also in the movies, his jacket looks more green.
Right? And I think that was kind of what they were going for with the sort of the sand.
And this one looks closer because it's a very dark jacket.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
But yeah, it's a pretty good figure. You've got David Tennant there.
Yes.
And you also
Who's never...
Neville and, who's getting tortured.
Is that Neville?
Yes.
I wasn't sure, because sometimes they include, nobodies.
So it's Neville and Hermione. So you can play out the whole scene where he's getting tortured by this poor guy who's in a chest, which they also include.
yeah, I do like the little guy in the chest.
Yeah, this actually has 4 figures.
Oh, I'm trying. Let me zoom in on that a bit more.
Yeah. And apparently it actually has printing
Wait, was
to
he...
reflect the lack
Okay,
of
am
a
I
leg.
just totally not remembering Harry Potter right? Was he shrunk in the chest in the book? Or...
Well, I think what they're going for
is that he's way down at the bottom?
Yeah.
It's like a weird, a TARDIS situation where
it's an optical illusion, guys.
Yeah.
Also, that chest lid, I do not recognize that.
It's new.
Oh. So you can actually make a chest a trunk, and wow, that's a very new thing with a very old piece.
We saw as well. So, yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like now that we're I was kind of on the fence about these new book sets, but now that we're taking a look at them, I like them.
We're selling Lego sets every day here.
Of course, that's what we do.
I got one for my sister for Christmas. One of these book ones.
Oh, did
Which
you?
one?
It was actually the only one they had because I went to Target last minute. It was the what is it? The one with the woman wizard.
There's 2 of those.
McGonagall?
Wait, which one is she? She's the more normal one, not
Is
the
it the one with the plants?
Not the plant lady. It's the other
Okay,
one.
yeah.
The
She turns into
Gryffindor
a
one?
cat. Yeah, she turns into a cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
Transfiguration.
That's
Harry
the best
never learned how to
one.
do anything from that class.
It would have been so helpful too.
Yeah.
from the movies. If you just paid attention, Harry, you would have.
Can you imagine having all of these amazing powers, then you're yeah, I don't really feel like using them.
Harry Potter?
Yeah,
would
I
have
see
been,
there's some water over there, and I'm pretty thirsty, but
look,
I don't have a cup. But I
if
do
Harry
have this
Potter was
towel.
just slightly, autistic, or he was a bit like a savant or something, and he just zoned in so hard on his, reading and everything, he would just be unstoppable, essentially.
But no, flying
He
on a
just had to be normal. Had to not have-
Yeah.
Dumbledore is he just had to not be autistic. Harry just had to not be. He just had to be a normal teenager who doesn't want to study.
Harry could
There's a
have
spell we can use.
gotten rid of
on
all
him.
the Horcruxes, book 3.
Yeah. There have to be spells that give you a disability or something. Right? Spells that make you clinically.
Ryan, that's the 5th book.
Retardo.
I don't know.
Well, you see, the thing is, they ban stuff that actually makes you do better on tests and things. But wait,
spell that
why
gives
would
you
if there's things that
bipolar
actually made
disorder.
it so you knew the answers to the test? Isn't that as good? As no, the answers to the test.
It depends on if it's like a temporary thing or not, I guess.
No, it's like permanent. Like, what if? Isn't there a spell in the Hogwarts universe where that's like it's just the Matrix where you just download the data, right? Isn't there?
Well, there's one where you can take data out of your mind and put it in a jar.
Dumbledore's just making himself stupider. He just like downloading. I need to free up my RAM.
Well, that's
Like,
basically what he
It's not
says.
Like
He
you're taking
does.
memories out. It's more like you're making a copy.
Well, no, Dumbledore said he had to take some of them out. That way he could function better.
I mean,
that sucks. That's like Sherlock in Sherlock season 3, where it's like he deleted the part
but
about.
here's the thing:
the
if you take out the
Earth
memory,
revolving on
how
the
do you
sun.
even remember what it is when you go to look at it again?
Labels.
Oh.
What's
So
that?
you
You
have to be,
remember
like,
it again,
really
and then it's
detailed
bad.
It's
with
like
the
when we
labels.
write something and then we just remember we wrote it down somewhere.
Okay, it was always something that kind of confused me. Also, see,
But I don't know if you can
Secret
upload
keepers.
them, Orion. You can look at them in a
Surely.
jar, but I'm sure there's got to be something. It's just like the public school system in the Wizarding World is absolutely abysmal. That's why most wizards are homeschooled. They're probably a lot smarter, you know? So then they're just like having to use magic for practical things every day.
Like milking.
Do
the
we know that
cows or
most wizards are homeschooled?
Yeah. Yeah, it
Is
was
that a
like in the
thing?
early days of Pottermore, it was talked about that.
I still feel like a
okay.
small military task force could just wipe out all of Hogwarts pretty easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they just go in there with a couple AK-47s and just wipe everyone.
They have
'cause,
no
like,
spell that
they're
deflects
just
physical
kids.
objects.
They can't use the killing curse.
That's so great though. It's just like you could send Gordon Freeman into Hogwarts and be over in like 2 hours. Send Master
Gordon
Chief in
Ramsay
there. There's like
won.
no chance at all. Like
Master Chief, what are you
all,
doing? In
all
that
you
magic
needed to
school?
do to kill Voldemort was just pull out a Glock. That's all you needed.
Well, that's how it should have ended back in the day, so...
Oh yeah, that is true.
Alright, let's talk about the next one here, the Transfiguration Class.
No.
No,
Divination.
sorry, Divination.
With the first Trelawney since, again, the CMFs.
This is the one where Hermione goes just to get mad at the subject matter. It's like me signing up for a gender studies class and then getting mad that they're teaching gender studies. Remember, she did not have to take that class.
She took it to bolster her GPA, which she didn't need to do.
You obviously don't
Trelawney.
need a GPA in the Wizarding World to do anything.
Also,
or in real life.
how does taking more classes improve your GPA? Like, wouldn't that just add to the
this is
mix?
This is a world where outstanding is a grade.
I think they actually have that in England.
That is a thing.
Again,
Well, I
that's
mean,
the world.
European.
We live in a society.
Also,
Well, they are.
we lived in a different world, Kevin, like being homeschooled and then just doing some college where apparently in other places you can have a GPA over 4.0.
That is very weird.
Yeah.
In some places it's illegal to homeschool or whatever. I don't know.
What? Alright, but this class is not as interesting. We got Harry there again, and
Again.
some other girl.
Already
That's
Patel.
Chow Knives or whatever.
She's
her
one
name
of the twins.
is. Not Chow Knives. That's Scott Pilgrim. Isn't
So
that?
you can just buy 2 of these and you have both of them, right?
Yeah.
Yes and no. The other one's a Ravenclaw.
What? The twins aren't in the same house?
I thought
They were in the movies, but not
Yeah. Oh.
Huh.
And then they later retconned it in the movies so that one of them was a Ravenclaw. I think. It was weird.
That would have been a late retcon.
Just like they turned the Creevy brothers into the one kid Nigel in like the 5th movie.
Huh.
I don't know why, but they did.
But yet they still felt the need to include Lavender Brown being completely just murdered in a gory fashion.
Who's Lavender Brown?
That girl
Ron's
that Ron
ex.
dated. So then they, just in a fit of rage in the last movie, they just literally have a werewolf cutting her neck open and then eating her.
One really didn't deserve.
I think it was to get the point across that no one is safe here
You know that
anymore.
so
Not
there's
even
the
minor
Harry
characters.
Like, you could be safe at Hogwarts before, but now no one is.
No one
No,
was
that-
ever safe at Hogwarts.
Yeah, that was a huge.
I mean,
No one's
yeah.
been safe at Hogwarts
There's
since the
the
first
Harry
book.
Potter reunion movie or whatever on HBO Max, and in it, Emma Watson was asked about the kissing scene she had with Rupert Grint, who plays Ron, and she said, "Oh, it's one of the most horrific moments of my life." And you see like Rupert Grint in the back, and he's just like,
It's like, what?
like not for me, but I think maybe it was because they were like best friends or something. But I always find it very funny.
I think
that
in other
only,
interviews,
not
she's...
only in the movies did Ron get the short end of the stick, but in real life as well.
I think in other interviews, they both kind of discussed it, where they said like, yeah, well, it was really unpleasant because you have all this water pouring on you, and you get soaked, and then you gotta kiss each other right afterwards. It's
No,
just...
I don't buy that. That's like Tobey Maguire saying that like the upside down kiss was awful to do. It's like, no way.
I
Was
bet Emma
cinema.
Watson never talks to Rupert Grint in real life.
Well,
I don't think anyone does. Like, he retired
mean,
pretty
No,
much.
no, There's
Him
probably
and
like a
Neville talk.
WhatsApp chat group with Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson, and Emma Watson never responds to anything.
Daniel Radcliffe is probably gone for a while, but he seems to be coming around now.
Yeah, he still takes like the most like crackhead roles ever, but
But
I
he,
mean, at least he's having fun.
and I'm sure, like, who's the guy that plays Neville? Like, he's still always up for anything.
I
He
mean,
became an underwear
he's up
model.
for- that's what Rupert Grint's agent says. Like, he's up for anything, literally anything. please.
Has Rupert Grint been in anything?
I don't think
He's
Rupert
actually been in a
Grint
couple,
wants
like-
to be in
I don't think
anything.
so.
Well, no,
I
he's
think
been in,
he
like, a couple,
recently is coming back, though.
Yeah, he did. He's weirdly had like if you look at the critical stuff, he's had a better critical run than Daniel Radcliffe has. than Harry Potter.
Apparently, he just does, like, British TV. Well, no,
Yeah.
he's done a lot of British TV.
He's in his lane. He's doing okay.
I mean, that's what a lot of those actors ended up doing afterwards if they didn't go
I
to
mean,
prison.
do they really need any more money with how much money they made off of
Yeah,
those movies?
I feel like he was one of the only ones that recognized that too. Well, like Emma Watson and Daniel
Yeah.
Radcliffe, they both took very different paths in the quest to make more money. But
I feel like
Whereas
Emma Watson-
Rupert Grint was like, "Hey, you need me to pass on the Olympic torch?
Draco
All right."
who's the guy who plays Draco Malfoy?
Tom
He's
Felton?
on Cameo. Yeah, he's on Cameo.
I've seen other things with Tom Felton. I usually really like Tom Felton and other things.
Seems okay.
I'm trying Matthew Lewis. That's who plays Neville. I remember he was on Impractical Jokers one time. The thing is, no one recognizes him when he goes out in public.
What?
Really?
No
Almost
way.
to their benefit though. If they
Well, the thing
I
is, he
mean,
doesn't look much like
really-
Neville now.
Yeah, he
Oh,
really
no.
grew up.
He still looks Neville.
I mean, he looked
not like that. Okay.
you know, from like
I mean-
movie to movie, he looked different.
And like the Neville, someone should make like the snotty boy glow up meme, but with Matthew.
Whoa! What? That's like he looks like Clive Owen at his peak. What? How?
Jeez.
Dang!
This is just how he wakes up every morning.
He just
Body
wakes.
gold
He
right
looks like
there.
this. Just wakes up. Doesn't have to do anything. It's probably the best looking British man ever made.
Trying to actually get it into. There we go. Oh,
Oh no, he's gonna put it on here.
It just flashed on.
I don't know what was with that.
That's enough. That's enough Neville for you. You can't handle anymore. No, it's back.
There. I don't know what's up.
It won't add to the stream.
It's too powerful. I feel like he'd be a cool guy to hang out with.
He
'cause
seems
probably
like
wouldn't-
it. Oh, there.
wouldn't have-
I don't know what's
he-
up with the images.
He wouldn't
Huh.
obsess over Harry Potter, and he probably wouldn't obsess.
See,
over
he's like
Harry Potter.
simultaneously the best looking that grew up and also the most normal looking.
Yeah, I know, right? Like all the others look like they either did do crack or they just didn't ever grow up. Like they still look very childish.
Yeah, like Rupert Grint is not looking that great these days.
No.
He kind of didn't look his best when he started growing up.
No,
but...
like even in later movies, like he looks like he's on drugs.
It looks so uncomfortable.
But Daniel Radcliffe was definitely on drugs. He made a whole movie about him going to the jungle and taking drugs. Did you see that one, Kevin?
No.
I
think it's just called Jungle.
Yeah,
I
it's
saw.
based on a true story, actually.
Yeah, the true story's pretty messed up too.
Mm.
Like it ends and their friend that went with the tour guide was never seen again.
So the moral is don't go to the jungle. Got it.
And do drugs.
I think that actually is the moral of the story in that movie.
Don't go into a wooded area. Got it.
But yeah, don't go into the
Well, yeah, in the
Amazon
movie,
area.
darn, what's his name? Harry Potter just, like, literally the way he gets out of the jungle is he, takes this really powerful, like, crack, gives it, that he calls it, and he keeps saying Superman, 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 and then just runs to the nearest village. It's way less entertaining than it sounds.
So he's thankful that the village he ran into was not full of cannibals or something like that.
Well, they looked like it, but
that's a shame.
I don't think they'd want to eat him though, so he'd probably be.
Yeah,
okay.
they're probably like, if we eat you, we're gonna get high and die or something like that. So we're not gonna do it.
All right, I think we've talked as much as we could about the divination set. It's not the most.
It's not the most exciting.
Oh wait, I just thought of this. So it's like Rupert Grint's career or whatever. You know, it's like strong enough to have it all, too weak to take.
Well, let's face it, he's probably one of the weakest actors in the movies, too.
I think he's better than Radcliffe. I think so.
I don't know about that.
It's weird how Robert Pattinson has had the best career out of anyone in the Harry. He wasn't even invited to the reunion.
Well, I mean,
wonder
if you're only talking about the kids, Snape, on the other hand.
Well, he's dead.
Too soon.
It's been 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
But yeah, they should have brought. I think Robert Pattinson probably would have come now if he was invited. At one point, he didn't like it, but now he's got Twilight, so I probably wishes more people remembered him for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
With The Lighthouse. You haven't seen The Lighthouse, have you?
No. I don't plan on it either.
It's not Liam's type of movie.
Yeah, I guess not. At least you gotta watch like the Willem Dafoe like monologue.
Clip, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, we've got one more set here. The hospital wing. I was expecting a bit more out of this set, to be honest.
I don't like it.
It's enough. It's enough.
They have
it's just my problem
Daredevil
with
nod
the
in
modern...
this. Wait, what about Daredevil?
Yeah, it's a Daredevil nod. I don't know.
The Daredevil nun?
The nun. I mean, you finally
I don't think
get
she's a nun.
Liam, what's with the overlay?
Oh my goodness.
What do you mean?
You're putting stuff into it in like reverse overlay order. Never mind.
No, you see something different than the audience sees.
So
I do.
This is why I prepare it.
Oh.
They already did a version of the hospital wing with the clock tower that came out a couple.
I didn't realize the clock tower and the hospital wing were the same place.
Well,
they're in the same place. But yeah, they did one a couple of years ago. Honestly, it wasn't that great. This is way better though. My problem is though that the modern Hogwarts castle that started up last year, it's basically just a dollhouse. Like it's all very straight, and there's no room for actual actually making it a castle. Whereas the previous components from 2018, from 2018 through 2020, were all made in such a way where you could splay them out like a castle. You saw my display.
Yeah, I've seen it many times, and I usually bump into it when I'm stretching.
Yeah, stop doing that. But you can see. the castle.
That display
Right.
is very pointy.
It's a castle.
Your feet
It has
are
to
very
be.
soft.
Ryan, I'm not stretching my feet upward toward the back of the couch. It's usually my arm that hits it.
Yeah.
Oh.
But like that's a castle. But just having everything just kind of stacked up on top of each other, that's a dollhouse.
Yeah,
It's not a
and
castle.
I will say the advantage of this is they generally have been cheaper.
Yeah,
And it's probably
I mean-
easier. I mean, I feel like these are for a younger audience
Yeah,
generally,
and
but not in
that's
a bad
fine.
way like the
I like
Ninjago
that.
ones are.
It's just I think you should give them more options to make it. I guess like not so much more modular because it is modular, but like to maybe give it different shaping at least.
I can understand
as for,
that.
Yeah, as for this piece though, I really like this, and I can see that they're kind of like sort of going for that with like the curved hinges and all that.
What color is
they're
the
adding
roof
in.
of your Hogwarts?
Depends what year.
Just your main display. What color is it?
The main one. Okay, so the main one on the outside, which is like the 2018 through 20, is gray. It's like the dark stone gray. And then the new ones are going more for the classic look from like the older 2001 sets.
Yeah, that's what I
Which
thought.
is more
Okay.
green.
The roof is not at all green in the movies.
It's only like that. It was only done for that to just homage the sets from 2001 from the original movie.
Why'd they
'Cause
do
they
it
were
then?
all
They had
that
gray
color.
back then.
Well, they were all that color back then.
Yeah, but they had the color gray.
I have a feeling it was because they were going more for like what the concept was looking like. A lot of those sets were based more on
Well, yeah, that's
the
why
book
Peeves is there.
concepts as well. Yeah, like Peeves.
I
and
mean,
stuff
it's
like
not
that.
like something you see and you automatically notice, oh, that's wrong, but when you actually like look at Hogwarts, it is very much not green.
That's just the way it was.
That's the way it is.
See, he's dying of tuberculosis. It works.
Inside, I don't see too
This
much.
looks terrible.
I don't think it looks terrible. It's all right.
It's a nothing set.
Listen,
It's
if
just like
nothing else, it gave us.
Fugazi, it's fairy dust. It's
Listen,
got
if it gave us
Skeletor.
nothing else, it
It's
gave
got
us
the
a
baby
baby
skull.
head skull. So now you can
Oh!
have dead babies.
Yeah.
You're
in
right.
Lego.
You can
I did not
finally
notice
have
that.
dead baby Yoda, Kevin.
Lego fans be like, this set is awful, but it has this one new piece in it, so of course I will buy it. Take my money.
I mean, finally they're making Madame Pomfrey.
Oh, is that the first time
I'm
we've gotten
happy.
her?
Very first time.
Wow.
Because like we were discussing this the other day, they've actually have a very good spread of Harry Potter minifigures.
Right? Like they finally filled out the faculty, which is kind of a problem with the old line. Is
Like
you
almost
only
every
got, like,
named
2.
student has a minifigure too.
Yeah. They still need to make a Cormac McLaggen though. I'm surprised they haven't done that one yet. That would have been a good CMF last year. The year before, I guess. It's 2022.
Oh,
Dang
yeah,
it.
we could talk about that. We have like 10 minutes left and we're out of Harry Potter sets.
All right.
Have you guys heard about the rumors for next year's CMFs?
I've heard some scattered things that they're gonna do, like another Marvel series or something like that.
So yeah, Marvel series is one of them.
All right.
Okay, well, someone just asked in the chat though, do you think LEGO should be making Harry Potter sets after the Rowling comments? I don't know. I don't want to assume that this is just
I'm
debate.
going to say that.
No, Ford, wait.
Okay.
This
Well, I
sounds
mean,
like
we've already gotten
bait.
political.
I know, I'm not afraid of getting political. I'm just wondering, I don't want to assume someone has the worst
question
intention.
was.
Well,
what
I
was the
mean,
question?
Rowling said a lot of things.
Yeah.
And
What was the question?
personally, I don't care.
The question was, do you think LEGO should be making Harry Potter sets after the Rowling comments? Which, yeah, there could be
Would
multiple
they?
Rowling comments. I mean, what was it, like 4 years ago she said that people should burn the DVDs and die from the smoke. But I didn't want them to end it then.
That's not what they're talking about.
I know that's not what they're talking about, but
Rowling hasn't made anything really new. Like, what did she write Cursed Child, or
no?
She just.
I'm guessing you're not up to date with the news, Orion.
Well,
she was canceled again recently.
No, I know all of that. No, I'm on Twitter. I'm all up to date with that. I was just asking. She hasn't made new stuff. Like
she does actually, but she makes it under Ghostwriter.
Also, I think they even said that they basically took away her merchandising royalties from her because of those comments.
I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, I don't think they can't do that.
Regardless of what she says right now, I don't think it really taints the.
I think. Well, didn't Lego put out a thing saying that everything they go that like all the money they make, like part of the cut just goes to Warner Brothers and no one else. Like it doesn't go to her.
Yeah, you know where the cut for Warner Brothers goes though.
To her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they licensed through Warner Brothers.
Legally, that's how it should work.
I think it was how they got around saying like, "Oh, we're not giving her money directly. We're just
but she still gets money from these."
I mean, I know that there's like some stuff in her books that are kind of like weird parallels to some stuff, but I think overall though, like whatever she says right now, regardless, good, bad, whatever, like it doesn't mean that Lego can't make sets based off the books that were written years ago.
Yeah.
Like, whatever.
And if we were gonna care about stupid stuff she said, regardless of what it is now, she said stuff that should have been controversial years ago and we didn't care then. So why am I gonna care now that she's saying there are two genders? Or not even that, just saying that women are women and men are men.
I think there's other stuff that.
No, that's it.
No, that's pretty much it.
No, there's
no, that's literally it.
Biological essentialism.
No, I mean, no, there's literally more that she's said.
No, that's all that it's about, though.
But that's really the crux of the argument. Though.
Yeah, she was mad that men are in women's prisons. That's what it was about.
I thought it was sports, but okay.
No, it's prison.
She was also mad that people were getting fired for misgendering other people.
Yeah, but the big thing that triggered this was that she was mad that men were in women's prisons and endangering the prisoners.
It's not a bad thing to be worked up about.
No, because I just remember she had said stuff that was like anti-Jewish recently and like anti-Asian stuff recently.
No, that is like way so far off the radar, and I don't actually think it exists.
No, but I've seen the quotes and stuff, man. Although I never saved them. I'm not digging them up or anything.
I'm sure a lot of there's fabrications out there too. But no, like that's not what it's about at all. Like it's literally just about the prison thing.
Oh, okay. Well, if you say so.
So,
but I don't care.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was bait, anyways.
Well, no, I just don't think it really matters too much.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like I said, let's face it. If we thought everyone should be canceled, when they say horrible stuff, we would have like no media to consume.
Well, you'd have some, but it just wouldn't be, very good.
No, I think those people said some bad stuff too, just not people realizing it.
Maybe everyone says bad stuff, according to someone else. So it's like it just depends, really.
But no, especially for like the big franchises, though.
Also, if that was bait, you guys just took it like hook, line, and sinker too.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not really afraid of it. I was just pointing it out that it's bait. We're still gonna talk about it.
I'm not afraid of it anymore either.
Well, that's horrible. Like, who asked that? Is that Waj? You're like, oh, it's bait. Like,
no.
The name sounds like a Bionicle fan.
Oh, okay. How did they get here? I don't know how they got here.
I don't know. I think they left right after they made that comment too.
Oh, okay.
But
wait, were you just padding the runtime?
Yeah. Well, no, I actually did want to talk about those CMF rumors.
Oh.
So, Marvel again.
Marvel, the Muppets, if you guys remember, that was a rumor for a while.
Wait, we can finally make Lego Kermit Suicide?
Yep.
Whoa.
And the other one is actually, might not be a CMF, but a 6-pack of Mario minifigures.
Oh? Finally.
And these rumors have come from multiple sources at this point. They're usually very spot on.
Hey, okay, Lego. We don't want Mario minifigures in a pack together. We want them to be in sets.
Hey, I will settle for if they release Mario minifigures, I will buy them.
I mean, the fact that Sonic got a minifig before Mario. Come on. Got a minifig twice before Mario. Come on, guys.
And there's one other, I forget if that was just... Yeah, I didn't prepare this, so I didn't actually research it beforehand. But I believe, yeah, then it's just a normal series of minifigures as well. But, yeah. I hope the Mario one is real. The Muppets one I would put money down is definitely real.
Mm-hmm.
The Muppets are at, like, the lowest point in their popularity ever, so it's a really weird time. But...
I don't think there's hope for the Muppets anymore. I feel like eventually it will be a thing of a bygone era. Officially bygone era.
Unless, someone comes around again like Jason Segel did and, like, really cares. But
I
appreciate the ambition, but I just really didn't like the newer Muppets.
I really liked the 2011 Muppets.
Okay, that's fine. It's okay.
That's like my second favorite Muppet movie, if not my favorite.
That's fine.
It's better than Daredevil Season 2.
That's alright.
You're really gonna just keep hounding me on this, aren't you?
It's better than Godfather 2.
I mean, if I was gonna watch a movie, if I was gonna choose between Godfather 2 or the Muppets, I would choose the Muppets.
Probably, yeah. I think so.
Wow.
I still haven't watched that cut of The Godfather Part 3 that I bought.
Yeah, own it. It's just
sitting there in, like, my bedside drawer.
Like, in your bedside drawer, you have your Bible, maybe a pocket knife or some lip balm, then you have just a copy of The Godfather coda.
Well, we did watch, like, Godfather Part 1 last year because Kevin hadn't seen that.
Yeah.
But we still need to watch Part 2, and he wants to watch the original cut of Part 3 before we watch the new cut, which...
I just want to see if it's any better, know?
I can understand.
No, actually, what I would suggest, Kevin, because since you haven't seen Part 3 yet, watch the new one of Part 3, just purely because you know how directors always say it's their original vision or whatever? It's like, imagine if you could see that for the first time instead of the original, like...
But what happens if I say, well, that was bad, and then I go to the worst version?
Well, it might surprise you. Then you'll have a different perspective than, like, literally every person on the planet.
Yeah, you'll be the only person in the world who watched the Godfather trilogy ending in Coda.
Yeah, I would
not be surprised if he literally was the only person in the world who watched it like that. Because let's face
it, who hasn't seen The Godfather at this point?
And who has seen Godfather Coda?
Yeah, no one's seen Godfather Coda.
Including us that bought it.
I hear there's like some radically different stuff in it too. So
I heard that like the beginning and ending are literally completely different.
Yeah, the ending especially, yeah. I remember what Al Pacino was in an interview where he got to see it with Coppola, like at a theater, and I think his reaction to Coppola was like, "That was so much better."
Yeah,
he was like, "That was so much better."
Yeah, I've got to see it. All
Yeah,
right,
watch
but
it first,
we're
watch
way
it
off
first.
track, so we should probably get going here today. As always, link to the Discord server in the description below. Also, like I said, link to Rumble. Sign up using our affiliate link there. It'll help support us and help grow our presence on Rumble. And basically, the whole reason we're even on Rumble, it isn't even just because of the money thing, just because I hate YouTube and Google. And you should too.
The only one.
Like, that's... Yeah, just, like, anyone, if you watch videos or make videos, you should probably hate YouTube. It is an awful platform. Like, I'm actually surprised, like, when I go through Rumble, like, how much nicer it is to navigate, how much better it looks, and how things actually work the way they're supposed to.
Faster. That's the big thing.
Yeah, it literally does load faster. There are some more limitations, like there are size limits to video on Rumble, but I was still able to upload in HD like any of our 20-minute videos. This podcast Huh?
Well, no, I was gonna say that's great because then I won't ever have to worry about like 5-hour dissertations of The Last Jedi getting uploaded or like anything like that. So no more of those.
Like there is a large presence of political stuff on there just because.
Oh no, yeah, they'll just release it in parts. Never mind, they'll make more revenue. No.
But there's also, like I said, there are a lot of small-time creators, and I'd recommend just checking out, just give Lego a search, and you can find some of these other creators actually, you know, I think it's refreshing to see more like the classic YouTubers, just people with a camera talking about what they like to talk about. Right? No, it's not bad. It's amateurish.
No, I mean app.
Oh, there is an app. Yes, I've got the app. It's actually a very nice app.
Okay, all right.
So sign up with our affiliate link in the description below. Come talk to us on the BCC Discord server. And I don't know if Orion's ever kept up the Twitter, but I guess that's linked as well.
Dang it, I totally forgot.
I haven't been putting it in most videos anyways. It was just there today somehow, so I left it.
We should just delete it.
My goal for this year
I deleted our Twitter. Facebook, but I'll leave the Twitter up just because...
If you hate YouTube, you should hate Twitter even more.
Yeah. Well, maybe the new there's an argument to be made either way. Yeah, the new CEO is like really, really bad, but at least he's honest.
Yeah, I would have, if I was in the Star Wars universe, I would hate Darth Vader, but you know, if he was honest, I'd probably hate him a little less. Like, okay, well, at least I know I'm going to die or something.
Yeah, it's like he literally tells you, "Yeah, I'm gonna choke you out until you die." It's like, oh, that's cool. I respect that. I respect
that. One other thing I should mention, like, I usually don't support a lot of these like newer platforms right away, but Rumble has already went public. It's part of the NASDAQ. It's actually doing very well. So I don't foresee this just closing down or not going anywhere. It's establishing itself very well.
The stock, Liam?
I mean,
are you telling me to buy in?
Doge.
Invest.
Hodl. You could.
Just like Doge?
Just like Doge.
I mean, don't put a quarter of your life savings in it, but sure, throw a couple $100 its way. I think that could turn out pretty well. Maybe.
That actually might be a good idea.
We'll see now. If it gets too big, then we'll probably see Google ban the app from the App Store. Looks like with when Parler was getting big. Yeah. They just literally suffocated it.
Is it dead now?
It's dead. So dead.
I remember that was huge.
It was huge, and then they literally, like, Amazon took its Google took it off the App Store, then Amazon took its servers offline, and they were just like completely crippled.
You vulgar display of power.
I hope that Rumble is not hosted on Amazon. I really hope. I think they would be smarter than that after the whole Parler situation.
I think part of it was that they wanted to be completely independent from all these big sites.
Parler or
so
Rumble?
Rumble.
Okay.
Rumble.
I don't know that much. All I know is, like, literally, that's like the most important thing to me with any of this. It doesn't matter if it's a competing platform if it's not nice to use. Rumble actually is nice to use. So
they got loopholes, didn't they?
Who? I'm sorry, you.
Or was that didn't? Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Yeah, we can kind of.
Did Rumble acquire locals recently?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Locals? Oh. It's another sort of like Twitter alternative.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of those have been popping up lately. The reason I never joined them is because, like, I really don't use social media now.
Well, also the people who have Twitter aren't going to go get another.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is if I use social media, I use it to follow.
It's like,
well, that's the point.
I don't want to have two Twitters. That one is already bad enough. That's the point.
It's for people who don't use Twitter.
Well, the thing is, the reason I ever want to use social media is because I want to follow people and see what they're saying. Right. But if they're not there, there's no reason for me to go as someone who doesn't post things on it.
Yeah.
what Liam's also trying to say is that there's no one worth following on social media.
But see, the thing is, like with Rumble, I am a person that does post stuff, and there are some creators on there who I actually actively watch, so it makes sense for me to be there.
Liam just watches hours and hours of Scott the Woz on Rumble.
I wish Scott the Woz was on Rumble, but I'm sure he's like making so much money that he does not need to consider it at this point.
He could make so much more, though, right?
Probably. You could get a lot people over there.
Yeah, I'm surprised with how well he's.
Seth Rogen, not Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
Oh darn! No! Oh crap! Why did I say?
This
No.
podcast is over now.
Yeah, there's that. My reputation's
Quick,
ruined
before it
forever.
evolves into a discussion of weed.
This guy's like the opposite of Seth Rogen. Joe Rogan.
Oh, Liam's like,
Yeah,
this
really.
guy, Joe Rogan, this guy.
But no, if Joe
He's just a
Rogan
guy
went
now.
on, it would probably explode in popularity. He joined some other like alternative Twitter
We should-
thing
we should-
recently, but
Yeah, he joined Getter recently.
Let me hit Joe Rogan up in the
Huge
DMs and
access.
give him our affiliate link. for,
see, I'm not
Hey,
even a
Joe, I
Joe
don't know if
Rogan
you know
fan,
about
but I know like there's a lot of people just like regardless of political affiliation that like Joe Rogan, so he could bring a
Yeah,
lot to any new
Like, Joe
platform.
Rogan
I don't
was
watch his
there,
podcast, but I
and the
love
same day Twitter lost, like they had like 500,000 deletions
Oh,
of
wow.
accounts.
But yeah, like
Like,
the reason I bring this kind of stuff up too is because, like, obviously, a lot of us here are political people. I don't think our political views are a secret, but I don't try and like push a platform on here purely because it's political. Like, the scope of this podcast is entertainment and hobbies, and I actually think Rumble is a better place for the hobby at this point if we can get a lot of people over there. Because remember back during ElsaGate, it really hurt the Lego YouTubing community, especially for small-time creators. If you're not British or a woman, it's really hard to break into Lego YouTubing on YouTube.
I almost forgot about that. That's
But
do you know who that was though? Behind like the whole Elsa stuff and like the Spider-Man Elsa.
I
stuff?
thought it was
That
China,
actually,
but I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone else.
No, it was just it was all the prank channels that were in like early 2010s.
Oh no.
So
like
most of them just got together and they started doing that for money.
So it was all a prank.
Ugh.
Or no, it wasn't a prank.
Basically,
They just became China.
well, yeah, there was no, there was nothing to do with China. There's no.
Was
like,
it for
China
money or was it
psyop.
for humor? One of those is more respectable.
No, it was for money. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it was
so
for
the
money.
less respectable route.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. Well, on that note, that's going to do it for us today. Maybe we'll talk about Rumble and alternate platforms more in another video. But for now, for Ford, Maluris, Orion, myself, LQ, thank you for listening. We'll see you on the next episode.